kind of goes to that idea of like, well, I want to be pampered and looked after and taken care of, you know?
Yeah.
And it is kind of like a form of immaturity, you know? Because in a little weird way, you want your wife to act like a mom to you too, you know, like cuddle you and, how you doing, this and that, you know? So there's something about that, you know? Even from the guy's point of view, like the woman wants a father figure. And for some strange reason, us too, we like the father figure, you know, like, because I'm sure your mom was very loving at some time, you know, and very like, you know, my son, and looking after my son. But obviously, you know, that doesn't transfer over.
No.
Just because you have a great mom, or, you know, it doesn't transfer to, like, you know, your wife becoming a great mom, you know, instantaneously. So,
yeah.
That's the reason I'm saying is that's the only way I come back to this mentality is like, okay, I'm not doing this for X, Y, and Z person, or I'm not doing this for my wife. I'm doing this for God, and then that's why I'm just like, okay, I could live with that. I could live with doing things for God. I can't live with doing things for people sometimes.
Yeah, because you'll get disappointed at times.
Yes, you're like, don't you see what I'm doing? And they're like, no.
No. Like, what are you doing?
Why are you?
Didn't you see that I did X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
You did?
You did? Yeah, you're like, yeah, me sweating.
Yeah.
Dying of thirst over here.
Yeah, indeed. But it is true. We can become so oblivious to what other people are doing, and that's not to say that, you know, it's it's only just on the women portion. Like, men go through that too.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the reason why they have that saying, women are from Venus, men are from Mars. Just two totally different mindsets.
So true.
Like,
so true.
Yeah. It's just...
And you know what? It makes more sense now when they write those books about, like, the love languages.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're literally speaking two different languages. And you're like, you're doing a great job. And she's like, I don't even know what you're saying.
Right. Like, are you talking Mandarin?
Yeah. Speaking Mandarin? Yeah. And it's crazy. I will tell you this. Yesterday, I wanted to, you know, make my wife happy. I just didn't know how, right? And I realized at that point that the love language I was conveying, she couldn't pick it up because saving money isn't like a love language, you know?
Spending money is a love language to them. That's why my wife was so happy yesterday.
So being frugal doesn't translate into...
It does not.
I love you.
It's almost like, oh, I get to spend money.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, where'd all the money go in the account? I wonder where.
I wonder. But you do feel better though, right?
She's like, I did 5 minutes ago until I saw the account. It's like, oh.
So I made a decision at that point. I said, you know what? I have the acts of service. I cannot show my love by just being disciplined in finances. But I can show my love by moving things around, fixing here, fixing there. But what does it come down to is my wife even picking up that love language. Right? Like, so I could be washing the dishes, I could be doing this and doing that, but I've heard, like, some of these things are just feminine things to do. Like, it doesn't really do anything for the women.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, that's like my sister over here.
It
sucks, but it's true.
I know. And it's interesting because, like, I feel like that me and my wife knows our love language. Like, for her, it's quality time. And it was so interesting the other day because I was telling her, like, hey, babe, I found this new horror game playthrough that we can watch with a YouTuber. She's like, yes! Like, you know, cause, you know, she likes watching those with me. You know, I like watching them with her. It's like, all right, cool, quality time. You know, so we started watching that. Granted, you know, when you're coming from work and all that stuff, you're tired and exhausted. You do your best to try to stay up.
Yeah.
But I feel like I did a pretty good job staying up. I was up for at least a good solid 45 minutes to an hour.
Right.
And she was like, babe, go get some coffee. It's like, all right, I already know I'm starting to fall asleep, so let me get some coffee. Come the next morning, and I honestly believe that she was, talking in her sleep. She was partially up. She's like, actually, no, she was, because apparently I was up at 3 a.m. because I was suffering from not being able to sleep.
Right.
And she was like, babe, no, come to bed. Because I was sitting by my computer and my desk and all that stuff. She's like, babe, no, come to bed. It's like, it's not fair. Everybody else has been getting time with you, but except me. And I was like, and my mind was like, did you not remember what we just did last night? But then I started thinking to myself like, oh wait, it's 3 a.m. She's half asleep. Right. Okay. I understand. So her love language is quality time, where my love language is words of affirmation. And, I've pondered if she still recognized that my love language are words of affirmation. And sometimes I feel like it's just not clicking. I don't know. Or maybe it's the same thing for her when it comes to me. It's like,
yeah,
you said you were going to spend time with me. I'm like, was
45 minutes?
Was 45 minutes not enough? And apparently no. So I'm like, okay. I was like, well, we'll meet coffee and you and I are going to become best friends. I mean, we're already close, but we're going to be even bigger friends than we are now, coffee.
Yes. Me and you. You know what I realized? I am using words of affirmation and also encouragement, but what is really looking like is like no distractions at that time. And it seems kind of crazy, but if you don't like set the kids aside, set the TV aside, and actually just like, all right, let's really talk about this, then there's that misconnection. And I know that for a fact because it takes a long time for me and Rosie to get to the point where we're actually gelling or jiving, however you want to say it. Because there's so much happening in their lives already that by the time they get to that point of like, I got it all out, then we're done. Mm-hmm. We're like, we just heard like an hour of your complaining.
Like you just gave me an epilogue. Thank you for turning in your essay.
But that's really where the work comes in, where you're like, I hear you. You're doing such a great job by doing this, by doing that. So like the feeding it back to them, like, understanding it. And then I don't want to say regurgitating, but like reassessing and re-acknowledging like what they said, that's really where I think that connection comes at that point. Not in like just the fact that you're there, but in the fact that you're interacting and not giving a solution. Cause that's where I come up with this problem where I'm like, oh, all you gotta do is this. Oh, all you gotta do is that. And she's like, that's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm not asking you for a solution. I just want you to hear me. And I'm like, but I already have the solution. Why do we have to spend another hour?
Right.
Listening to this.
Well, I see, and
cut her off. Don't talk to them, and then we'll see them next week.
Right. And see, that's the thing where your wife and my wife are different, even though they're good friends. So, like, your wife just wants you to listen. My wife wants me to listen and then have the solution. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and a lot of times I'm like, well, first, I have to process everything you just said.
Right.
And I can't do that in one sitting. This is not an easy matter. Now, granted, there are some situations where like, yeah, okay, I got the solution for that. But it's like, you literally just vomit up like what seems like 3 weeks of paperwork.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And me not being the sharpest tool in the shed.
Yeah.
Have to process this because I can just throw up Picasso artwork on the wall and call it art.
Yeah.
But then you'll get upset and be like, well, what is this?
Right,
it's what you asked for, but it wasn't done correctly. Exactly. So I actually had to put thought into what you just told me and then put it to work. A lot of times my wife is kind of like, okay, I need the solution now. Well, guess what? I I can't give you the solution now. I can give you a solution, but it can't be now. It's not really an easy matter, especially the stuff that you just gave me.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I do give her the answer, she kind of walks away. I'm like, I don't like the way you delivered it to me. I was like,
oh, yeah.
I was like, well, if you wanted DiGiorno.
It's not delivery.
Right, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. I'm going to start saying that to my wife now. It's like, I don't like the way you said that. It's like, well, babe, a lot of times I don't like the way you give delivery as well, but I realize that it's not delivery.
No, BL, do not do that. You're asking for trouble.
I know. It's almost like those moments where
have
like
to just nod your head.
Oh, and that'll get me into trouble too. She's like, I see you're nodding your head, but you're not saying anything. Okay, what did I just say? Crap. She asked the fatal question. What did I just say? Oh man, I didn't know I was actually supposed to turn on my brain.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, you know, the other thing we practice is a checklist, to-do list. Cause like that. Like, and I'd be like, you gotta put that on paper somewhere.
See, it actually sounds like that.
Yeah. I was like, you gotta put that on paper. Like, you're asking 20 things, and we are not gonna get through that 20 things unless I know specifically what you're asking for.
But you see, that's just the thing with women. In their mind, they can get through those 20 things.
Yeah.
Even when they sleep. For a man, we're lucky enough to just focus on one thing.
Yeah.
One thing.
Well, that's why I'm saying the thing about the list is that you can reference that back. Be like, oh yeah, I did call this person. Oh yeah, I did do that. Oh yeah, I did do that. Because you're, like you said it, they're asking us to do things left and right, right? But the thing about it is, once you do that, then there's got to be like that. Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. There's got to be some appreciation for doing some of that. You know, you can't just be like, oh yeah, all right, yeah, and, you know. Mm-hmm. But I think that's where I'm saying is like, when I show Rosie, like, oh yeah, we did what the list said we were gonna do, so she's at ease that we accomplished something. And I think that's difficult, but it's not impossible. Like, you know, if you sit down and get that notepad and be like, all right, honey, we're going to talk about all these things and let's see where we end up with all this.
I don't know, my bro. That's a pretty big notepad. Puts a Harry Potter book to shame. That notepad's going to be looking bigger than the Bible.
You're going to have to put in that extra overtime.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be concordance in there.
References.
Some commentary.
Table of content.
And yeah. Oh, there goes Maria. She listens to my podcast. She's pretty cool.
Oh, no, man.
She also watches One Piece. She's like one of the coolest moms I've ever met.
Nice.
All right, my brother. Thank you again. I'll
Absolutely.
Venmo you, my brother.
Oh, no hurry.